All right, let's get into it. Today, we are going to build the modern trader's playbook, piece by piece. We're talking about moving away from guesswork, from just following hype on social media, and really stepping into a world where your trading is a system, a process, not just a roll of the dice. So let's build this thing.
And this quote from AI developer Zubair Trebzada just nails it. It really gets to the core of the problem. It's not that people aren't smart, it's that they're usually playing the game without a rulebook. They're just reacting to every little market move instead of having a proactive plan.
So really, you've got two paths in front of you. Over on the left, that's the road most people start on, right? It's all gut feelings, chasing hot tips, making emotional calls. It's basically guessing. But on the right, that's the professional's path. It's a system, it's built on real research, solid rules, and a process you follow every single time. Our whole goal here is to show you how to build a bridge from that left side over to the right.
And that brings us to the very first, most crucial step. You have to choose to follow a plan instead of just guessing. I mean, think about it. A professional in any field doesn't just show up and hope for the best. They come prepared with a very specific strategy.
A really fantastic strategy to build a foundation on is swing trading. Now, this isn't that super intense, glued to your screen all-day world of day trading. And it's not the buy it and forget it for 20 years approach either. It's this really powerful sweet spot right in the middle, focused on capturing moves that happen over a few days or maybe a few weeks.
You can almost think of the market like this. Prices don't just shoot up in a straight line forever, right? They oscillate. They swing up and they swing back down. A swing trader's entire job is to get good at spotting the rhythm of these swings and then just capture a piece of that momentum.
But look, just knowing you want to capture the swings, that's not enough. That's a wish, not a plan. You need a blueprint. You need a crystal clear, non-negotiable set of rules that tells you exactly what a good opportunity looks like before you even think about putting your money at risk.
So this is what that blueprint can look like. These 7 points, they basically form a professional-grade checklist. You're making sure the price is above its 50-day simple moving average. That tells you the underlying trend is healthy. You're checking that the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, isn't totally overbought or oversold, which means there's probably room for it to move. Basically, you're not just looking for any stock. You're systematically hunting for one that's in an uptrend, has pulled back a bit without breaking, shows big players are interested, and has a clear spot where you know you're wrong. See? This isn't guessing anymore. It's stacking the probabilities in your favor.
Which of course leads to the big practical question. There are thousands and thousands of stocks out there. Are you really supposed to sit down every single night and go through them one by one, checking off these 7 boxes? I mean, no way. That would be completely insane.
And thankfully, the modern playbook has a tool for this exact problem. This is where we bring in technology to do all that heavy lifting for us.
The solution is stock screeners. The best way to think of a screener is like a super powerful search engine, but for the stock market. You just plug in your blueprint, those 7 criteria we just talked about, and it scans the entire market and spits out only the stocks that fit your exact rules. It turns hours of boring, manual work into just a few seconds of processing. But of course, not all screeners are created equal. You need one that can handle the specific rules of your blueprint. So that means it needs to have advanced technical filters, like for the RSI and moving averages we just mentioned. And it absolutely, positively has to connect smoothly with your charting software. So you can go from seeing a list of names to actually analyzing the charts with a single click.
Okay, so screeners find the setups for us. That's a huge step. But what's the next step in this evolution? Let's go to the real cutting edge now and see how we can automate the entire process using AI agents.
An AI trading agent isn't some kind of magic black box. It's actually pretty simple. It's a system that's built to do 3 core jobs. 1. It does the research, pulling in all the data it needs. 2. It evaluates that research, and if everything lines up with your rules, it executes the trade. And 3, and honestly, this is the most important part, it journals everything.
And that right there is the key. Let that sink in. When you combine those functions, the kind of analysis you get is the same quality that a hedge fund analyst produces. This kind of deep, systematic research used to be only for the big institutions with tons of money. Now, it's becoming available to regular traders.
Let's just double-click on that journal for a second. Why is it so incredibly valuable? Because it's a perfect, totally unbiased record of every single decision. It tells you not just what the AI did, but why it did it. And that log, that's the data you use to go back, to audit, to find patterns, and to slowly make the system's logic better and better over time. It's your feedback loop for improvement.
So if we have tools that can find the setups
and we have AI that can do the research, execute the trades, and keep a perfect journal. What does that mean for the human trader? What's our job?
Let's just ask the question directly. In a world with this much automation, where do we fit in? Is the human trader about to become obsolete?
No, not at all. The role it evolves. The trader isn't a manual stock picker anymore, frantically clicking buttons. They become a system architect. Your job is to design the strategy, to build the blueprint, to configure the tools, and to manage the whole system. You're not playing the game anymore. You're designing the game engine.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. In this new era of automation, maybe the most valuable skill isn't being able to find that one perfect trade. Maybe it's the focused, disciplined work of building one perfect system that can find those trades for you. Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.